BWill up here treating the pod like death row.
Big Shook night.
I'm on my Suge route.
So man,
It's a game. I'm gonna do everything Suge did except the illegal shit. I can't do none of that.
so we gonna pick and choose. Got to get right.
Right, man.
They said they was gonna put salt on the damn road.
Bro, we live in Clarksville, Tennessee, bro. You know exactly how it is.
Bro, I don't think I've ever seen Clarksville really follow through with that and it actually make a difference. Right, like it.
I take it back. They tried with what's this road right out here from Northwest Lafayette. They tried,
yeah.
but it wasn't a lot.
It wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough at all.
But it makes me wonder though, like, what is it like the resources that Clarksville don't have, or what is it like? They just don't believe it, right? Like,
You bullshit.
Facts.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the X and One Show. We got BWill, we got WunTake, and we got Tevin Majors, man. Entrepreneur,
yes, sirski.
Accountant, consultant. What? You wear many hats, don't you?
Hey, many hats, man. I try to do my best.
So tell us about yourself, man. Tell us about you got a podcast too. Some podcast, another hat that you wearing. Tell us about
Most
your
definitely.
podcast.
So podcast building something major. You know, everybody follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It's me and my two brothers, Mike and Brian. It's pretty much just to bring financial literacy to the world, man. Trying to really push it and try to make sure people understand and at a even lower level. Because me and my brother Mike, both are accountants. My brother Brian is an entrepreneur himself, you know, has a clothing line, but we literally are just trying to push it and trying to make sure people, you know, get to where they need to be, because it's tough out here. But man, the economy is crazy.
So do y'all do financial planning as well?
So I do financial planning. My brother Mike is an auditor, so he's a different type of accountant.
Is he an auditor for them people?
Nah. 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 But yeah, he's an auditor for top big four accounting firms. Okay. So yeah, man, it's just I'm more of it on the consultant side, taxes, financial planning, bookkeeping, accounting services, all that fun stuff, and to make sure your business succeeds expeditiously. So,
how hard is that in this economic climate that we're in right now? Because it's hard out here on people.
It's hard. It's really trying to just work with people. That's all it really is, man. Because one thing about me, and this is something I hated when I worked in the bigger accounting firms, is they would essentially just, you know, tax people on pricing and stuff like that, when it really don't even take, for us it doesn't take that much, but at the same time, you know, I'm trying to make sure that you succeed and keep your profit rather than running through your profit. So
when you say pricing, that's just some people just coming in the door on the front end, they trying to get it all right then.
They trying to make sure, you know, because you think about it, man, if you 2-3 years behind on your taxes, you can't afford, you know, in this economy right now, it's hard to afford a $5,000 bill.
Right.
But, you know, if I work with you, you know what I'm saying, we can figure it out. But at the same time, you know, people, you know, they try their hardest to get what they need done. But, you know.
So you say get behind on your taxes. I know there's people watching this that might be 2 years, 3 years, or even just a year behind on their taxes. What's your best advice for somebody like that?
Get an accountant. I'm telling you, man, get an accountant just to get current. Just because of the fact with accountants, a lot of people say like you're just a regular person that's, you know, behind a year on their taxes. The IRS is automatically going to put penalties on you and interest on it, even if you would normally get a refund. But just because it's late, they're going to put penalties on you. If you could come up with a good enough reason, an accountant can give you a penalty abatement, which is send it to the IRS. They'll strike off them penalties for you, and you can just owe whatever you owe or still get your full refund. Okay. So, yeah, hire an accountant.
Because they garnish your check and everything.
Yeah. But thing about it is, though, the IRS is kind of slow. Yeah. You know, they, even though, and please don't be watching this phase, I don't have time for that. But the thing about it is, though, they kind of slow. So they, you know, you have a rough 7-year period in order to make sure everything is caught up before they start actually coming after you. But within that 7 years, it can get ugly.
Right.
Man.
He waited more than 7 years.
Man,
or these
ridiculous.
PPP loans people out here snagging.
Man, that's a rough game, man. And then that's another thing, man. They got they're starting to crack down on that stuff, like the tax fraud and like all that PPP fraud and all that stuff, man. With this BOI report. This BOI report, man, simply is just telling you, hey, you need to file and say you own this business, and if not, by the end of the year, we finna charge you $500 a day until you file it.
Sheesh.
And if you
starting that this year in 2024.
Yep, it's already started. Yep.
Yeah.
So like for new businesses, man,
What does BOI stand for first?
beneficial ownership information report. So
Put you on the spot there.
yeah, we follow with FinCEN. FinCEN is pretty much a just a financial organization with the government. They not the IRS, but they connected with the IRS and pretty much, you know, file. It'll take like 10 minutes, man. It's not even.
But they can file. They can fine you how much per day?
$500 a day, and you face up to 2 years in imprisonment.
And this is for who is this for?
So this is for all LLCs, S corps, and partnerships. If you have under 20 employees, so
You got under 20.
mm-hmm.
So that's a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
What percentage of small businesses? That's a lot.
Man, it's probably like 50 to 60%. Yeah.
I was thinking 80.
Are sole proprietorships absent from this? They don't have to worry about.
No,
They have to do it.
they need to file too.
They need to file too?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you have a business registered with the IRS, just go ahead and take care of it. Because I'm telling you, it's even for my barbers, my hairstylists, you know, my estheticians, y'all need to go ahead and take care of it. Because the last thing you need to do is January 1, 2025, they tell you got a freaking letter in the mail saying you owe $500 to FinCEN for not filing this report. So
And that's if you open your mail on January 1.
exactly.
It could be 1,000 by the time you open your mail.
Exactly. So yeah.
Wow.
So it's
So get
ridiculous.
right with the IRS.
Exactly. Try to.
Another question I got for you.
Mhm.
You know, a lot of people want to. Can you explain the difference between a tax refund and a tax write-off?
So tax
Maybe
refund,
not a refund, but a write-off. What's the other one?
credit.
Credit and a write-off.
Yeah. So credit is pretty much what the IRS gives you if you are in a certain financial situation. So say you got kids, you get child care tax credit, dependent tax credit, and any kind of child care expenses that you may pay. Whereas a tax write-off, that's like if you give $20,000 to your local church.
Yeah.
Charitable contribution is a tax write-off, but the main difference of it is the tax credits are dollar for dollar. So if you owe $5,000 taxes and tax liability, and you got a $5,000 tax credit, you now owe $0. Whereas contribution, it just takes away your what they call adjusted gross income.
Yeah.
It just takes away that income and decreases it to where your tax liability decreases a little bit, but it's not dollar for dollar.
And there's certain thresholds that you're trying to get under with that, right?
Exactly. So,
How
yeah,
do you
that's
get
it.
some of them dollar for dollar ones?
Man, have kids, but nah, for real, you have kids. Well, besides having kids,
Besides having
if you live in like a natural disaster area, say like you know how the tornadoes hit in Nashville, sometimes that depending on how bad it affected you, it could essentially be a tax write-off depending on what the IRS considers a natural disaster in Tennessee. Or if on top of that, say you own real estate.
Yeah.
If you own real estate, man, they have so many credits off the top of my head, depreciation with taxes, depreciation expenses that can kind of go against it. Any kind of real estate income, repairs, exactly. It's a lot of different credits, man. It's so much.
So nobody wants to pay taxes at the end of the day. What is your recommendation for limiting a tax burden? Not evading taxes, but limiting a person's tax burden.
All it is tax planning, honestly. It's tax planning. That's why I always advocate, besides me even being an accountant, I always advocate to have an accountant or have a tax strategist with you that you can hire so they can kind of take you throughout the year and tell you, okay, there's an update on this tax credit. You can take this if you do this by the end of this year, and just continuously planning, because a lot of people, you know, main thing they do is we get our checks by the end of the year. I'm gonna just file my tax return. I expect a refund, but I don't know what happened through the year. TurboTax and all that. Yeah,
that's the worst thing a person could do, man.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just it's look at. But it's cool. I mean, I say it like this. If you are somebody that simply just has a W-2, like you only have one job, you don't do nothing but that job, like you don't have no kids, nothing like that, it's okay to file, you know, just a normal TurboTax. But if you're somebody that got kids, you have multiple jobs, you got business income, you do Uber, Uber Eats, DoorDash, all that fun stuff, you need an accountant, just because if you don't, you're going to wind up overpaying the taxes at the end of the year, and it's just going to be ugly for you.
For that person that you say first that just has a W-2 and doesn't have any other motion outside of that, What do you suggest for them to lower their tax burden? Because everybody can lower their tax burden at some point.
Yeah. You could either increase your withholding and take a little bit more out of your check. A lot of people don't like that, but I mean, it's something. It's the easiest way to do it. Secondly, you can invest. If you have an IRA, you get contribution credits. You get tax write-offs for that. 401ks, exactly. And
so
then
that right there, 401k is a credit, right? Subtract that dollar for dollar right off your adjusted gross income.
Exactly.
Say if you make $50,000 and you put 10% of your check into your 401k, that's $5,000 at the end of the year that you don't have to pay taxes, right?
Exactly. Okay. So, and then simple stuff like having an HSA, like people having health savings accounts. Right. Jobs give you the option to get that, and they put the money in there for you. If you somebody that goes to the doctor every year, have your normal checkups and stuff like that, those expenses can be written off as well. So,
people aren't knowledgeable about that though.
Yeah, not at all. Yeah,
what's the biggest bang for your buck though if you want to limit your tax burden? Like, say somebody wants to sell some T-shirts or something like that. Is that one way to do it too? Yeah.
You can. So if you have a small business, the easiest way to do it, man, is simply if whatever your cost of goods sold is. So your cost of goods sold is how much your supplies are. So like for here with this, this mic, the computer, all this whole setup, and even in your situation, you get a home office deduction. You can deduct this entire room.
75%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
well,
you get
75%.
But like you could deduct this whole entire situation, and then even if somebody's like you said selling T-shirts, man, postage when I'm shipping them off, my materials.
So every single expense you have to. So to simplify it, say we have a lemonade stand.
Yep.
Even if I were to buy cups, I can write that off?
Yep. Anything that helps your business make money, you can write it off. Even if you taking a lunch. Yeah. You got to take a lunch, man. You at work for your business. Hey, meals and entertainment, tax expenses. So.
What if I order pizza for
the whole team?
Yeah, the whole team. I can write that off.
Yes. Vehicle expenses to how much it takes you to drive back and forth. Right. If you travel for work, go ahead. Same thing.
So what about the gas? Like if I use gas to drive to Sam's Club to buy cups, I can write the gas off for that too.
Yep. You get a standard mileage rate, or you can do the actual expenses. A lot of people with businesses, say for my people that are LLC owners that make probably like $100,000 a year, they will either purchase the car or lease the car through their business, and simply you get a tax write-off for that lease expense every single month, including the interest, the gas, the insurance, the repairs and maintenance, anything that goes along with that car, you can take care of it for it.
You can write off all interest, can't you? Even if you buy a home, you can write off the mortgage interest.
Yep, mortgage interest, taxes, property taxes, you can write that off. If you do any repairs, like major repairs that have to do for clean energy or anything like that, you can take those credits as well. So.
If you got a ramp on the back of your porch instead of stairs for handicap.
Yeah, for handicap. Yeah. It got to make sense, man. But it's like I said, always talk with a tax strategist or a tax pro, because I mean, we can get you to where I can either make it zero or I can make it as close to zero as possible. So,
seems like it's all a big game you got to play.
Yeah, it's all it is strategizing, man. You never go anywhere without a plan. So you got a plan for it. So
speaking of a plan, it's a good segue. So my question that I was going to ask you say you and your brother are both accountants. How did you like mitigate through the ideas of getting to the point of being like, I want to be an accountant? Because everybody always has like a lot of ideas or choosing their career, or never really know exactly what they want to do. So how'd you like land there?
Yeah, mine started in high school, honestly. Well, first off, before even that, my mother was an auditor for the government. Okay. So I come from a military family. Both of my parents are military, and that's how we ended up in Clarksville. But my mom was an auditor for the government. But my brother Mike, he went to University of Memphis for accounting. Okay. So kind of saw that. I was like, it doesn't really make a difference to me. But at the same time, I knew I wanted to own my own business.
Right.
So I know that's a major part in business. You have to know where your money is going, how it's coming in, and what it looks like, especially for tax time. So I took an accounting course in high school, got me my first college credit, and I just fell in love with it from there, and pretty much just continued on the path, and it led me here.
It seems a little intimidating for people that want to be accountants. Is this something that you got to be really, really good at math?
No.
So much so as before?
No.
Because before it was all paper and pencil.
Yeah, I think that's when it was hard. But at the same time, now, now in 2024, we got AI that can help us with it. But outside of that, all it is really just understanding regulations and understanding like the rules and laws. But on top of that, man, I really just didn't want to go broke. I knew for a fact after I got out of high school and got out of college, I did not want to be broke. So I'm like, I need to figure out how I can understand my money. So that's where it came from.
That's great.
Yeah.
So for somebody that wants to go into, say if somebody's in, we got some young listeners that listen to this, people in high school, say they have a passion for accounting, what's the best route that you would recommend for them to be able to go through with that, to have their own consulting business or whatever? Well,
first thing I'll say, get a degree in accounting, because that's where you're really going to find out if you want it or not. Because, for people that went to college, y'all know, if you know anybody that went to business school, we all had to take accounting at one point.
Right.
And that's where it make or break people. They really don't want it. Exactly. Like and especially when you get to the higher classes, it gets a little bit tougher. But at the same time, get your accounting degree. Try to get an internship with a local accounting firm, or even just somebody that owns an accounting business that or a tax practice that and try to find your path in that. And then if you like public accounting, stay in public accounting and get as much experience as you can. And then from there, if you want to own a business, get your CPA and just get on.
How much school does it take to get a CPA?
Yeah, so it takes 4 years with bachelor's, and then you got to get 2 years extra. It can either be another bachelor's or it can be an MBA. But the main thing is you have to have the experience part as well. So like, say you're fresh out of college and you want to take your CPA. So you need to get at least 1 year of accounting experience in order to qualify for it. And I mean, it's expensive, but at the same time, it's lucrative, yeah. Because most accounting firms now, especially public accounting firms, they are looking for people that are CPAs, and they're trying to make sure that they're getting people that are CPAs because, one, it boosts the bottom line of the firm, and two, it gives you a wealth of experience and knowledge that that you would never get anywhere else. So.
Right.
So yeah.
So a CPA, for those who don't know, is a test, right?
Yeah, it's a test. So certified public accountants. So
it's like the bar exam.
Yeah, it's like the bar exam for accountants. Now, me currently, I'm not a CPA. Okay. So I am an accountant, but at the same time, that's another thing I wanted to spill, because a lot of people always ask, are you a CPA? Are you a CPA? I'm like, no, you don't have to be a CPA to be an accountant. 50% of accountants are not CPAs. So if you think about it, somebody that works at a private business, so like, say I come work for you and I just do your books. I'm an accountant, but at the same time, I'm not working at a public firm. I'm not doing auditing, attestation services and stuff like that. So, you don't need a CPA to actually be an accountant, but it's good to have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that, you don't have to be an accountant. But with an accountant, that's like a big umbrella of things that you can do with that, right?
Exactly.
Some people might think, if they get an accountant, they might be pigeonholed or something. What all can you do as an accountant?
You can do a lot. You can do taxes, bookkeeping, auditing. You can even work for the federal government, be an analyst. Right. It's a lot, man. General business consultant, stuff like that. Like it's literally a lot of stuff that you can do. But you don't have to deal with just one specific thing. You could, find your way within the path. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where did you go to go through school with your accounting stuff?
I went to Tennessee State University for my bachelor's, and then I got my MBA at Trevecca, Nazarene. Yeah.
What'd you do at Tennessee State?
So Tennessee State, man, track.
Shout out to TSU.
Right. Exactly. But yeah, man, TSU did track, man. I did it for only about a year and a half though, but I was a walk-on,
Right. You got any funny stories?
Stuff that can't make the camera. man, TSU was a time. Nah, but man, TSU was a time. Honestly, man.
What years was you there?
2013 and 2017.
Is that the Limelight era?
Yes, and that's the reason why it was a time. If you know about Limelight for the older audience, y'all know for a fact Limelight was a time, man. Sadly, my sister-in-law, she came down a year after Limelight closed and literally could not go to TSU. I mean, go to Limelight. And I'm like, you missed the time, man.
Oh my!
Bring back memories.
So, track guy, you've been in sports all your life. You play basketball.
Yep.
You root for who?
Why we gotta bring that up, man?
I think y'all got
I'm a Laker guy,
Lakers, man.
BS and just barely doing anything at all, man. And the sad part is one, you know, LeBron is never going to get the help that he needs. Never. That's what my opinion is. And secondly, you know,
why you need help? They say you to go.
So who is your GOAT? Matter of fact, let's talk about that.
LeBron's mine.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really? I never knew that.
I never would expect it.
This is crazy.
But
saying that right in front of Cosby.
LeBron's hung up on the damn wall.
Hey, man, I'm just saying, you saying that right in front of Mamba, man. That's wild.
No, I think LeBron.
But you got to think about it, though. Jordan had a team. You know, Jordan had a team. He had Scotty, he had Dennis Rodman. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had help. Who does, besides AD, who does LeBron really?
7-foot monster with him.
But you know AD. AD, man, that's one trip away from an injury. So like,
paper legs, man.
It's like it really depends on who he actually can get. But I mean,
you want Ham fire? Why is he still? What's going on with Ham?
Ham just don't get the lineups together, man. It's too wishy-washy. You can't never really like build nothing worth winning if you like switching up the lineup every 3 to 4 games. Like, you don't know who you're gonna get.
Right.
That is true. But
you're acting like what's his name was the second coming of, I forget who it was earlier in the year that was snapping.
Who you talking about? Reeves?
Huh?
Reeves?
You saw Austin?
He's like the forward.
Rui?
Yeah. Rui.
Nah, bro.
Or whatever the hell his name.
I thought he was. I mean, you would thought that Rui was gonna have a breakout year because he was with Bron all summer.
Yeah.
But nah, Rui. Rui got too much going on.
That's what I was just about to say. But
yeah. You worried about Rui?
Y'all think Bronny gonna make it to the league, man?
Yeah, easy.
Y'all think he's talented enough?
I don't think so. I think he gonna grow into it, but currently it's wishy-washy. I've been seeing these first couple games, and I'm just like, I don't know.
He just had an 0-for-7 game, I think, like either today or yesterday.
That's what I'm saying. But you know, Bronny makes more money off the court than anything.
Yeah.
How can you have the passion for the game if you making more off the court?
Yeah.
Where
it's like, what am I doing this for?
Yeah. That's why the NIL deals is kind of like throwing things through a loop because. Right. We got college players now that's already about 3 M's up before they even touch the league. So by the time they get there, they got a Adidas deal, probably got a State Farm commercial.
Right.
So they selling their jerseys.
Yeah, you know. So I don't know. I mean, the game changed. I mean, ages ago, for real.
Yeah.
It became more about like glitz and glam than actually want to be a
Hoover
winner.
Yeah.
So. I don't think he has. You said he could grow into it. I don't think he has the game to really be in the NBA outside of LeBron's, sort of stature.
I mean,
how tall is he?
He's like
6'4".
Yeah,
he's 6'4", but I don't even think he's 18. I don't even think he's 18 yet.
Yeah, he's still growing.
Yeah. But that's why I say I think now he's trying to get the bugs off because I mean you got to think you look.
A big situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and then you gotta think about it, man. He's LeBron's son, so automatically we expect more of him, even just by him being LeBron's son.
A jersey a little heavy. It is that last.
Yeah.
I mean, he already better than Jordan.
Facts.
It ain't that heavy.
He's not doing well.
You said what? Chill out, bro.
He doing all right, ain't he?
Barely.
Nah.
So what she just said.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What she said?
But that's not happening, bro.
You don't think it's happening?
I mean, I know it can happen if you got just a high drive, but like who has the? I ain't gonna say who has the time, but like a lot of people.
How you know he ain't got that script?
He got that blue chew.
Nah.
She said 5 times a night, bro.
But she said Scotty had 7. I'm like, bro, like.
What she talking about? Me rings he had?
No, she said 7 times a night. I said, ain't no way Scotty doing that.
That's why he looks so worn out now.
Man, life force is gone.
Life, right?
Oh, it's crazy.
But no,
I don't believe that neither. Though 5 times is.
that's a lot. As a man, you know that's a lot to deal with. Like,
I'm already knowing. I thought I was sending it to my girl. I pressed X. I said, don't even want to give her this expectation.
He be off that ashwagandha though, so he's.
oh, you take ashwagandha?
Ashwagandha cocktail, yeah, but that ain't getting me 5 times a night.
Man.
No way.
It's gonna get you 5 kids though.
Yeah.
You take maca. You take maca powder and all that.
Not no more. Hell no.
Why not?
A week and it was done. I had to scare.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I was taking that for a little bit. So
2 or 3 weeks and it was done. Had a concurrent. Me and my homeboy, we started taking it at the same time. He had one and I had one. We was talking about T-ball teammates. It was crazy, man. I didn't throw the shit away. I couldn't do it.
It was that strong?
I didn't even want it in my house, man.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
That's
I
tough.
feel you.
But I'm about to go to Gallenberg in a week, so I might start back up. I don't know.
Did you get in a little cabin or something?
Getting a little cabin.
Look at him.
Finna hit the mountains. I was finna say hit the slopes. They'll talk about me. I ain't doing that.
I ain't been out to Gallenberg in a minute, man.
Yeah. What y'all think about the Katt Williams interview? He did another one with Willie D, the worst interviewer.
I ain't really watched that one for real.
What?
I ain't really watched that one.
You know,
I call him the worst interviewer ever.
Ooh, Katt said that about him?
I think Katt finna get. I know for one, he's finna start charging for these interviews, because at that point, you getting 30+ million views in a day.
He didn't charge Shannon.
I don't think he did. I wouldn't see that. I wouldn't see that, to be honest. Because Shannon was talking about how he literally was scheduling that over like a year. Mm-hmm. And Shannon just now got him to come up to it, but I doubt he actually charged him for that. But I mean, he should have.
Yeah, he probably.
33
If
minutes.
anything,
It was
yeah.
25 million in 24 hours.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was wild.
Crazy. But nah, Katt, man, he on a roll. He on a roll.
And he's got his he's making plenty of money though. He's got shows that he's doing too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some of the stuff, like I said, man, some of the stuff he was spitting was facts, because it's just like he really is like one of those comedians that you really would want to go see. Facts. Like where he can have you laughing out the chair. Like, yeah. But
I thought he was in character the whole interview right then.
Yeah,
the whole Shannon interview. He was literally doing a skit right there. Not a skit, but he was literally doing a comedy show
there
during that whole interview.
Exactly.
That opening 10 minutes was
wow.
That was like the bread and butter of everything.
Yeah.
But
Shannon didn't know how to take him at first.
How do you respond to that? Like, you think about it, like, what do you say about that?
That's why he didn't say nothing.
He got some of that LaPortier.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. It made a lot more sense, because like he was catching a lot of slack by, I guess, other people. I think it was like Gil. I don't know if Ocho gave him any pushback, but a lot of people were saying like he wasn't like challenging what Katt was saying enough. And I'm just saying, like, how do you challenge? Yeah, how do you challenge?
He's telling you stuff that you've never heard before, for one. Secondly, it's like really in your face.
Yeah.
Right.
So like, how do you even come back and say like, hold on now, go deeper on that, or like, what do you mean by that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
they act like Shannon is an actual interviewer too.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's kind of getting into that space, I guess you could
He's
say.
trying to.
I don't really know. How do you even, like, what is Club Shay Shay for real? How do you even think about it? Because it's like, it's technically not like a interview.
It's not. It's just like a normal conversation, pretty much.
That's how it's supposed to be, though.
Yeah.
You know,
I guess
like,
so.
It's not genre bending, but it's like medium bending.
Right.
An interview. It's not necessarily a podcast. I don't even. What does he label it as?
That's why I'm asking this question. Like, what do we even call Club Shay Shay? Like,
the pull up and kick it. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. And I think the main thing about it is he is using that to promote his liquor.
Yeah,
and I think that's
true.
The main aspect from it. But
it's sitting front row.
Exactly.
Shit, go ahead, try some.
It seemed like it was pretty. I mean, what's his name? Katt Williams first 10 minutes said, I'm a connoisseur out here. Talking this shit.
Yeah.
But I
don't know. Like I said, I think he was saying a lot of shit that's true. And how can you can't push back on something that you're hearing for the first time?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like some of the shit he's saying is so off the wall.
Yeah.
Like, you're just sitting there, like, at some point, Shannon's probably in shock. What he's saying.
Especially if you got liquor in your system, man. You automatically slow to respond a little bit. But like, it's just like, what do I say about this? But
y'all think Katt was lying about anything?
I don't know, because he proved that 4 flat.
He did prove it.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Once I saw the 4 flat, I mean, I was like, all right, this man might be talking about some real shit.
But I was about to say, and I saw that Ice Cube did confirm the fact about Ricky Smiley trying to, what was going to be the pimp at first. But if you think about it now, like, it really just doesn't make sense if he would have did that.
Even on an alternate timeline, if you really think about it, is Ricky Smiley even deserving of that role? Like, if he did, he wouldn't. It wouldn't be what it is.
I don't think it would have done any good.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it.
Do y'all think Katt really made that role? Like, he did all that? Like he said, he worked with the costume designer, did that, wrote the script.
I could see that.
I kind of believe him on that.
Yeah, because you could even tell by the way he dressed now. It's just like, it's kind of thrown off a little bit, but like you could tell, and he said that like for a while he was pimping. So like I can kind of see.
He said that?
Yeah, he said it in an interview.
I mean, our first interactions with Katt Williams is seeing him and being a pimp for real. Like if you from the 90s, like that was how we was kind of introduced to him.
Right.
It's pimping. Like come on, man. Like that's where we doing from.
I want to know why he ain't sold some of them old specials that he had. The ones that are on YouTube and not grainy.
That is true.
Like 360.
Yeah.
360 pixel.
They might be on Netflix.
But he might not own it though. That may be it. Yeah, he might not own it, because with anything for before what we have now with like internet and social media and all that stuff, they really was getting into the game by agents and lawyers and stuff like that work for these organizations that put them into place for it. So he may not own it.
Wow.
So
just think how much money he would make on that. He could probably sell. I wouldn't say the DVDs, but he could probably sell the specials for $10 on YouTube or whatever they sell it on.
Yeah,
he probably be the richest comedian out there for real.
He claim he is, but
he could be. I mean,
it could be.
He could sell collector's editions DVDs of them. And people will buy them.
Yeah,
with artwork and shit in there. And he could sell them for $25, $30. People will buy them all day.
Exactly.
Funny ones. Yeah, 100%.
Man, Katt gonna find a way to get that bag. Trust me,
man.
It's gonna happen.
But this was really just out of nowhere.
The blue. Yeah, it was out of the blue.
Like that. I don't think that was on anybody's bingo card for real.
But we starting off 2024 wild.
Man, what y'all think about the situation in Memphis, man? Sad stuff. I meant to say in the beginning of the pod that prayers for the family, both families, because it's a tragic situation. And at this point, it don't look like it's any coming back. Well, before this, it looked like it wasn't no coming back from it. But
now it's.
What y'all think about that, man? Shit's crazy. You spent time in Memphis?
No, I actually didn't know. My brother. I mean, besides going back and forth with my brother, since he went to University of Memphis, but I mean, honestly, like. Everybody knows, since going to TSU, people from Memphis, but like everybody knows Memphis is kind of like the Wild Wild West a little bit. Yeah. So like, I mean, I think one is tragic, because I hate to see, just the violence in general.
Facts.
But at the same time, I kind of understand where it could come from, but who knows? Like, unless you know these folks, you don't know where it's coming from. Everybody, the fans can speculate it's coming from Dolph, coming from whatever, but you don't know. Like, it is what it is at this point. But it's sad though.
Personally, I just don't like how fans are trying to pick sides and shit. I hate when that shit happens.
I hate when that happens.
It's like you don't know these people, bro. Like you shouldn't be over here talking about like, oh yeah, spin. I know that's right. Like, come on, bro. Like people's out here dying at the end of the day. They got families.
Right. Yeah, I'm like, cause you got to think, man. He taking care of somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Jook was a father. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, he got kids that looking up to him. Like,
aunties,
uncles,
bro.
cousins, exactly. Like, and then y'all doing it at a funeral too. So that's like even like, I mean, not a funeral, repast. It's like, bro, like that's not okay. Like
That's
just,
even worse.
yeah, it's like,
But the thing is, and who am I to say, what should go and what's not to go? But
Right.
when you put in that situation of a family member on the other side of it's happening to you,
yeah,
who am I to say you shouldn't do that? You know what I mean? Because
Trust me, I get this. I get
I
the
get it.
sentiment.
Yeah.
Like I understand why and how both sides are. You know what I'm saying, where they got to where they at. I'm just on the side of like I don't think fans should have an opinion on it. That's just me.
Yeah.
Like whether you are a fan of Dolph or a fan of Gotti, like you don't know these people at the end of the day.
A lot of them people that ain't never stepped foot
In Memphis, it'd be weird.
Anybody's cousin.
exactly.
It'd be weird, bro.
Third cousin, and they talking they picking sides. Really, 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 really picking sides.
Yeah, bro, it's just tragic though. Like I said, man, I just hate to see life lost. Like no matter how big the person is, how small the person is, like I really just hate seeing like gun violence. Like it's just like, because anything could be pressed up and figured out, and if it don't, we just need to be decent. But like at the same time, man,
I don't know if this can be sorted out though.
At this point, no, it's too deep in. At this
Even
point,
before this, I don't think it could be sorted out. And for me, I'm not even one to say to sort it out because I know if I'm in this situation, I'm not gonna want to sort it out. I don't know. I don't even want to be in that situation.
Yeah,
Facts.
definitely pray not to be in it. But if you come at me, I gotta come back.
Man, I just don't think it's gonna be over till Gotti get hit. Not
It's
still.
But even then, after him, that's not gonna stop.
It's not.
Yeah.
But like that's where they're trying to.
That's where the media is gonna stop.
Yeah,
the media
exactly.
Is gonna, like it's gonna stop being in everybody's eyes. But
even the media kind of like.
Point of it, though. They all locked up. They all dead.
It's either they all locked up or somehow they become a ceasefire. But I doubt that's gonna happen. It's too many lives lost at this point. But
yeah, Memphis is crazy.
Yeah, and it's Memphis is just it's already was what they say the murder capital of the
United States
last year.
Yeah,
Not Chicago's
that shit crazy.
They're doing better in Chicago, but Memphis is ridiculous now.
Yeah, and I hate it, bro, because it's like I know it's some good people in Memphis. Like it's some really good people in Memphis. Like Memphis is really like a home felt city, but it's just like it has that one side of it to it that is just like if you in it, then you in it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I've been to Memphis many times, man, and I'm not gonna be one to say that I've even been exposed to that type of stuff that's been going on there. You can go to Memphis and have a good time.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's the worst part about it is that Memphis is gonna eventually, the city of Memphis is gonna lose so much commerce, so much tourism, and it's really a city full of great things to do. They got the MLK Memorial there,
right?
You can visit the motel,
Beale
all
Street,
types of stuff.
yeah.
And that's what I hate about it is at the end of the day, it's gonna the regular people, the people like us are gonna feel it at the end of the day because the economy is just gonna keep downturning.
Exactly. And I don't think, people, it's even though people that are doing it come from certain environments, and then I know it's hard to think about that part of it,
right. But
like you continuously just doing this path is going to continuously making your situation worse.
Yep.
Because whoever's the generation under you is going to continuously grow up into the same thing.
Right.
So, yeah, it's rough.
I just hate that there's no end in sight with it. There's, it seems like it's even more wide open now after this situation. That's what I heard about it.
Yeah.
I mean, they said that his mom's was almost smacked too. So yeah.
Prayers to the families, man.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Really prayers to the family. Talk football. Hard to get off that shit.
Man,
right, like
stop the violence, man.
Stop the violence for sure.
For sure.
Y'all think? What y'all think about Saban retirement? That's a big
deal.
Yeah, that was crazy. I did not expect that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not see that coming. Saban retiring was another bingo card that I don't think anybody saw happening. But I'm more so glad he ended kind of on a high note, opposed to like running his legacy into the ground another 3-4 years like most people would do.
Yeah.
So he got.
Definitely say he ended on a high note.
Oh yeah, I think he always wanted to do that. He's like, nah, I can see the end in sight. Let me go ahead, pack my bags, get up out of here.
He looked tired this year.
He was looking tired last year.
He was looking worn out on the videos, man.
It made me
was gonna be bald next year,
man. But it made me wonder though, is if they gonna be able to continue that legacy now that he's gone? Like,
I think it's over with.
I think it's over too.
Yeah, I think it's over with. Like the Patriots losing Belichick and Saban losing. I mean, Alabama losing Saban, bro.
Somebody finna get paid,
man.
But man,
how could you go and fill them shoes though, Saban?
That's gonna be hard.
Coach, I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah, it's. You know what they might do? They might grab a black coach out there.
Oh, they already got the coach from Washington.
They did? Is he black?
No.
Hey man, you never know.
No, I know. It's not. That's not. Not even Tuscaloosa. No.
You never know, man.
Drewski barely got the pass.
Right.
They damn sure ain't letting the head coach go.
Hey
man.
But I think it's over with for Alabama though, man. I mean, just you can't. It's hard to keep up the standards year in, year out. Saban found a way to do it. They got to adjust to this new NIL.
Yeah.
What's going on. Alabama ain't really adjusted as well. Clemson ain't adjusted as well. It's up to them boosters to really put that money down. They made plenty of money in this little stretch that Saban has. They said that was the best. I think they've paid him $130 million over the table.
Shit.
Over these however many years he's been with them. But they said that's the best investment, best $130 million ever spent. Just think how much money he brought the university, man.
Man, billions.
Yeah.
Billions.
That ain't no play. That ain't no. It's billions.
Yeah, for sure.
Alabama. The state of Alabama. People probably moved to Alabama
just to go to them games.
Them games and smoke shit.
But
what do y'all think he does next? I think he runs for governor.
No.
Save it. I don't know, man. I think he just runs off into the sunset, man. Just golf.
Retire and call it a day.
Facility the last 2 or 3 days still.
Really?
Yeah,
that's hilarious,
bro. It's probably hard to get away from that. You've been there all these years.
That's your routine for like the
that's
past
your routine.
30 years, bro.
He's probably gonna be not. In the coaching staff, of course, but probably doing some consulting work to help them coaches get to where they need to be.
Right.
I promise you, he ain't getting away that easy. Yeah.
Or he could become an analyst, but I don't see him becoming an analyst.
I don't know, man. I would just, if I'm saving, I'm gonna see how I can still be a part of the recruiting process.
True.
That'd probably be the only thing I would do, though. Y'all pay me, I'll still get y'all good recruits. I'll be somewhere around the building maybe, but I wouldn't necessarily be trying to coach still.
Even for the coach though, Saban's shadow is gonna loom large, especially if he's going to the game still. If he's up in the press box or something, the camera's gonna be on Saban like it's on Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
exactly. It's gonna be a big deal.
I don't know how they move from this, man. This is that's like a bad breakup with your favorite girl.
How it is.
Like for real.
It's like today and I'm gone.
She had her bags and boxes packed. The shit was on the U-Haul when you got home.
Man, what?
That's how it
I don't know what you do.
I don't know where Alabama goes after this. I'm just happy that as a half Tennessee fan, I'm just happy that Saban's gone.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because I'm all in on Colorado. The Buffs.
Oh man!
You know what Shador said? He said he'll tap in Alabama players.
Oh yeah, and you know they're gonna go too because they gonna cut that check out there.
So he got the number one portal in the nation.
That's when it's really gonna get ugly. I'm trying to see who Prime gonna get over there. But he already had it was like some 3-star. Or, 5-star. It was a 5-star lineman, but I think he was like
tackle. I forget his name. He's committed, but from what I heard, he's still taking visits and stuff.
I thought I heard he decommitted.
No, he ain't decommitted yet. He still got. I checked the other day. He still got Colorado shit all on his page.
Okay,
so, that's good. But man, I don't know, man. College football's gonna be so different now.
Yeah.
The SEC's gonna be different. You got Texas in there. You got Oklahoma in there. It's gonna be so different, man.
Man, I'm still hoping my Bulldogs do well. That's all I'm hoping, man.
They gonna do all right, man. You gonna be
right. It's all of them.
Vrabel left too, though, man. What do you think about that?
That was kind of. I don't know. I feel like my thing is, I feel like with the past 2 seasons, it's like okay, you're kind of having these rough seasons, but y'all could have gave him another chance. Like, just.
I'm kind of glad it happened. I'm kind of glad it happened because we were stagnant for like you said, since the 2021 season. I think he was on the press. I think after the 2021 season, I can't remember if he was up there crying or not, but he had said something along the lines of like he knew that was our last like chance.
Yeah.
So it was, at that point, it's like if you're already saying, if you said 2 years ago that you knew that was our chance to win it, I don't really think he ever saw a future for real. It was just kind of going through the motions.
Right. Apparently, he demanded full roster control. He didn't like the GM that was there. He thought he should have been the assistant instead of actual GM. So there's a whole lot of other stuff that went into it too. And him and the owner wasn't seeing eye to eye. He went to New England, twerked for Robert Kraft.
Right.
How good of a team and organization the Patriots are. If I'm the owner of the Titans, I'm looking at them side eye.
Oh yeah, you got to get up out of here, cuz.
Yeah. He talking about, man, it's just not like this everywhere. He said that shit.
Well, find you a new job, then, man.
I fired him right then, but
he gave up before it even happened.
It would have been written on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any suitors?
What, for Vrabel?
Yeah.
Don't say we.
I mean, I'm talking about
other teams. No, I haven't heard of any interview requests for him.
Mm-hmm.
That's because I don't think you'll hear about interview requests for Vrabel because he's not in a current role, so they don't have to submit it through a team.
Yeah.
It's through an agent, so it might not be as, public. I don't know. You'll probably still find out. But they're also saying that he's rumored to be taking a year off now. I think because the market ain't there, but then again, Dallas has got their ass whooped.
Yeah, bad.
So Vrabel could go to Dallas, but I don't think Jerry Jones is that silly to do that because I think Vrabel's a little overrated, if we're being honest, bro.
Yeah, but I wonder who he would be good for, though, because his coaching style in general would be kind of rough going to...
And go to the Steelers.
The 88 Bears.
Right.
88. Well, I can't even say the 88 Bears. Probably the 88 Packers or something.
Man, what?
Something he need to go back in time. That's what Vrabel need to do. Vrabel need to go back in time, try and coach up then, and he might be ahead of the curve then still, but he still might be behind the 8 ball. I think he still will be. He can go 20 years back and he'll still be behind the 8 ball. Vrabel.
It's kind of crazy because like
Jurassic Vrabel.
Yeah, and then you think about it because it's like then you got like a coach like Dan Campbell, who's like producing with his team, and they damn near came from the same era.
Yeah,
so
during the same time and everything. It's just mindset and ideology.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And you would think Vrabel would be a little more ahead of the curve. He got kids that's a little younger than us. You know what I mean? So he's not removed from it.
Yeah.
He's just
stuck in stuck in your ways. That could be the worst thing you can do in life.
Shit is crazy. So I don't know, man. I'm happy to see him gone. To be honest, I ain't gonna lie to you.
How's your Slovak campaign going?
Oh, it's going very well.
Yeah.
I'm weak.
It's going extremely well, man.
I've been seeing a lot of people on your Twitter talking about we need to bring him here. A lot of Titans pages.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere.
It's going excellent, man. It's going excellent. He had a hell of a game yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday.
Hell of a game yesterday.
It was crazy, too.
He doing well.
I think I was watching the game, and I think... there was a few. The announcers kept bringing up like him being a head coach next year somewhere. So
but
I think it's gonna be if he ends up in a Titans jersey. We need to call you.
I'm gonna get a slow jersey for sure.
They need to bring you in a box for the press conference and everything.
I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna do it. I worked hard for it.
This is well with TFTV Sports. I've been campaigning to bring Slovak here for the past year and a half now.
Yeah, I worked hard for it, man. Y'all ready for sleepers?
Yeah, let's get it.
I got, man. So I got something off this new soundtrack for what's this called? It's called The Book of Clarence. It's a new movie that came out. I haven't seen the movie yet.
Yeah, I plan on seeing that.
Y'all know what it's about?
I think it's
like something from back when Jesus was around.
Yeah. It's kind of like So you know how in the Bible it shows that people pretty much was hating on Jesus, pretty much trying to want to be Jesus, didn't believe that he was the Messiah. So all these people claiming they're the Messiah, and pretty much they just showed that through a TV lens of saying like, "Hey, I want to be like him. Let me try to do this," and pretty much ain't working out for him. But Cloud chasing for sure.
But it's Godqueen by Jeymes and Kid Cudi.
Mm.
That's funny.
Man.
I said I love my junkies.
They all be saying it. Man,
that's your clientele, man.
You gotta cater to your clientele.
I'm already know it.
Look after them.
Mm-hmm.
You always gotta look after your clientele, man. You look after your clientele.
Most definitely.
Everybody gotta look after their clientele. Man.
Nah, that's facts.
Got to. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all joining the X&1 show. Make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all subscribe. We got BWill, WunTake, Tevin Majors. Appreciate y'all.
Peace.